Kurtz Bazaar. Memories of the explosion that toppled Az Technology's facility keep you company on your ride back to the Kurtz Bazaar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to Az Technology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. Hello, and welcome back. I am Maester Aelix, and this is ShadowRun Returns Dragonfall. We are right back where we left off here in the Kurtz Bazaar. But before we go too far, it turns out we have a lot of karma to spend. So we'll head down to the willpower, spend half immediately, and yeah, that's about it. We need 22 to finish off willpower, and yeah, confirm. Come on. All right. So while we're here, let's see. Notify Lucadur that his task is complete. Can do. He's down here near Amcel and all them. There we go. Run, Aiduken, run. There we go. Welcome back, runner. Talk to the exec. He'll fall in line after he gets his pants thoroughly dry cleaned. Excellent work, runner. Perhaps you do have a future in this town. Here's your bonus. Nice, 1,000 yen. See you around. Alright, now what's next? Return the paid data to the Schockenweiler payphone. Find someone to decipher the data and decide what to do with it. Well, let's find someone to decipher it. Don't know who would do that. Well, Altong seems to know stuff. Altong? Oh, I guess we'll just take a soda calf and, he's not the one to be talking to. Maybe Algernon. That guy knows a lot about, well, many things. Alright. There he is. Pelican, may I help you? Alright. I have a question. I came by some data on job. It's written in a foreign language. Maybe you could take a look. Yes. Of course, hand it to me, if you will. He sweeps his eyes over the information and his mouth curls into a frown and a grimace of disgust. This is an abomination. You would do well to delete it. I thought you said you didn't discriminate when it came to magical traditions. He meets your eyes. This is a special case. What you have shown me, this should not exist. He sighs. But you are looking for specifics, and you will continue asking till you have them. The impetuousness of youth. Very well, then. I will attempt to provide the clarity that you seek. There is a great power in blood, Aiduken. It can be used as a focus, a battery, or a bridge. The blood mages of Techno-Itlan are widely feared in their proficiency in abusing the power. This project, this bloodline, seeks to abuse the power of blood in a novel and horrifying way. With the techniques described in this document, a spellcaster could use a person's blood as a magical conduit. In layman's terms, a spell could be channeled through a father to kill his son, through a niece to kill her aunt, anyone with a hereditary connection to the original target, regardless of distance. Do you see the ramifications of this, Aiduken? Do you understand what that means? Were the project complete, were the techniques described within perfected, nobody would be safe. You could run and hide, you could go to ground, you could bury yourself under a mile of concrete, it would not matter. As long as Az Technology can find a blood connection to their prey, they could target them, and it would be fatal. He hands the PDA information intact. This is yours, Aiduken. You have my console. I will leave the rest to you. Okay, well. Now we have to either return the data to the Schockenweiler, or decide what to do with it as technology data. Oof. That's... damn. I don't like this stuff. Let's not deal with it for like 5 minutes, and go talk to Paul. Nice, wonderful Paul. Doop. Alright. Alright, well, everyone's gathered. Hello, Dante. We're gonna pet him so he follows. And let's go check our computer real quick, see if we can, check our money there. Check your inbox for messages. One last DVD. Oh, nice. Thank you, Mallet. Recovered one last DVD for you, but I'm afraid that that's all you're gonna get. Might as well use the rest as coasters. They're all beyond repair. If you look on the table beside your DVD player, you'll find the disc that I salvaged. She paused with a slight frown. To be completely honest, that was a lie. I recovered this last disc I was forced to subcontract. Scrotty is still a brute of a man. I'm unimpressed with his manners. Poor hygiene disgusts me, but he's very good with old things such as this. All credit where it's due. The message ends and the image fades. You find yourself back in your inbox. Well, that's good. Let's see. Check sales of the Alice Fund. Alright. Let's see. Open the jobs directory. Claim payment. Marvelous. 6,000. If you are receiving this message, I have left the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you're still getting paid. I have made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Aiduken, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employees are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Goodbye, Frau Mueller. Oh, Yvonne Jimenez. Nice. A moment later, a second message pops into your inbox. Payment details. 36,000. Crew salary, blah, blah, blah. 6,000 to my account. Payment transfer complete. Alright. We got the pharma cleanup job, and that's about it. Current funds, 55. Hey, we got it. Alright, go back. Walk away. We did it. Alright, Paul, what do you got for me? As you step forward, the rest of the team falls silent. Amsel shifts attention to you. You can see the worry on his face. Aiduken, I have new information. I'm afraid that the news isn't good. Alright. As you said with the comms, we're listening. 2 years ago, a large shipment of highly lethal radioactive bioweapons disappeared en route to a storage facility in Dresden. The weapon was designated X-15. I have traced the path of the missing shipment. It was delivered to the Harfeld Manor. Well, that sounds horrible. It is. I've heard of this stuff before. Back in the service, we called it Doom. I've never run across it in the wild, but I've heard enough horror stories to know that I don't want to. The stories that you heard are correct. This Doom is an extremely dangerous substance. He gestures to a technical document on the computer display. I've been reading up. To this day, the story of Doom remains cautionary tale of biotech circles. Monoclonal antibody technology is strictly regulated now, and this substance is one of the reasons why. What does this stuff do exactly? Amsel clears his throat, reads aloud from the documentation on his screen. Doom kills by destroying the host's muscle tissue via radioactive decay. Each individual Doom antibody is bound to a radioactive bismuth-212 isotope. When introduced into the host, the antibodies bind to surface-level muscle tissue. The tissue is then killed with alpha radiation. This process repeats itself until the host wastes away and dies. Jesus. Iger nods grimly. I heard that Doom was deployed in a couple of border skirmishes back in 41. After seeing what it did to people up close, the UCAS passed the unilateral ban on the stuff. If that doesn't tell you how bad it is, nothing will. Okay, so I hesitate to ask, but what would the dragon want with this Drac? Nothing good. That much goes without saying. The development worries me, Aiduken. It worries me greatly. If the dragon is stockpiling bioweapons, we've got an even bigger problem than we thought on our hands. There's a moment of silence as Dietrich speaks up. Well, in my book, that doesn't change anything. I mean, it's up it ups the stakes if the Firewing's allowed to carry out her plans, whatever they might be, but we're going to stop her before that happens. That was always the plan. As far as I'm concerned, it's the plan now. I agree with Dietrich. We need to focus on what's in front of us. Whatever the dragon's larger plans might be, the fact that she's going after us, we shouldn't let ourselves get distracted by anything else. Yes, I concur. For the time being, we must continue forward. And that means we must continue working towards raising Aelis's fee. I leave the matter to your capable hands, Aiduken. When you've acquired the necessary funds and are ready to head back to the rabbit hole, let me know. From there, we will discuss our next steps. Iger nods. Good, if you need me, I'll be getting prepped for the next run. Right behind you, love. Dietrich casts a backward glance at Glory. If any of this has an impact on her, it doesn't show it. Come on, Glory, let's go. Oh, there we go. Wow. That's one hell of a thing. It just, wow. Aiduken, greeting. Amsel peers through a battered old pair of wire-rimmed glasses. There's something gentle about the man. Whether his silver hair and tweed jacket, he looks more like an aging art history professor than does a criminal go-between. Is something I can do for you? Yes. I need your password to transfer Alice's payments onto a cred stick. Amsel sucks in a deep breath. He suddenly looks as though an enormous weight has been lifted off his shoulder. Yes. Very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming, Aiduken. You don't have to tell me how long it's been, old man. I've been working my ass off. No. You're telling me. Amsel opens a file on his computer. Alright, Aiduken, before you make this transfer, here are a few things you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Well, it's not like we were planning on doing anything else with it. Keep going. Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Yeah, we drop everything, head straight for the... yeah, we've got pretty simple. Alright, just remember, once you leave to see Alice, her information will be your only priority. No more distractions, no more side work. I will busy myself canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Let's see. Isn't that a bit premature? We don't even know what Alice has come up with. In for a penny, in for a pound, Aiduken. I am confident that Alice will provide us with useful information. With the Firewing hunting us, I'd go so far as to say that we've staked our lives on that presumption. When we have all Claire's location on hand, we need to be ready to strike. None of your other obligations matter compared to that. Alright, I guess it makes sense. Anything else? Just you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon wants us dead, and that is not something to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you're prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I urge you to wait. On second thought, I don't think we're ready for this yet. Your call, Aiduken, but remember, we are on a tight timetable even now. Speak with me again when you're ready to transfer. Yep, I will in just a bit. I want to make sure we talk to our friends, get any last-minute gear, and anything else. Dietrich raises his bodily approach. Hey, boss, you need something? I was thinking about you told me earlier. You said your idol was going to make you pick a fight that you couldn't win. He shrugs. It's bound to happen eventually, probably sooner rather than later. Let's see. There's something that you can do to stop that from happening? Well, I suppose I could refuse, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea, especially not now. Remember, boss, the Dragon Slayer is where my magic comes from. If I turn away from him, you better believe that he'll turn away from me. Besides which, I don't even know if I can refuse him anymore. He's been with me for so long, I don't know where he stops and I begin. He grins at you. Don't worry about me, boss. I've known that this was coming for my entire life. And when it happens, I'll be going down in a blaze of glory the likes you can't even imagine. That's a promise. Alright. Let's see. What if you were to pick a fight with a different kind of dragon? Say, a gang or a corporation? Yeah. That's an interesting idea. If it were big enough and heinous enough, he might be satisfied. I've never tried to bargain or negotiate with the Dragon Slayer before. I'm not sure how I feel about it, and I don't know how he'd take to it either. The Dragon Slayer doesn't like to be questioned, and his temper is even shorter than mine. But I tell you what, boss, I'll think about it. Cool. Any updates on Alexander? Nothing new, boss. He's adjusting. It's going to take some time. Any thoughts on that last run you'd like to share? You know, boss, living in Berlin, I never thought I'd get the chance to fight blood magic. He shrugged. Guess today was my lucky day. Not sure how I feel about you freeing those clones. It might have been kinder to put them out of their misery. That was your call. And I really can't believe that your idol wants you to commit suicide. Of course not. Dragon Slayer doesn't want me to die. He does want me to kill dragons, and that ain't supposed to be safe or easy. It wasn't my idol's fault that I was going to get too old to keep up with his wishes. Alright. That's enough for now. See you, Dietrich. Oh, Dante. He's a good boy. Pet him. Alright. Iger. Iger, as you warily, her expression guarded. Aiduken, you need something? Any thoughts on that last run? That complex needed to be buried, and what they were doing in there, it was an atrocity, Aiduken. I'm glad that we were able to put a stop to it. Saving the clones was a bold move. It would have been easier to leave them where they were, consider them collateral damage, she nods. But it was the right choice, Aiduken. Nothing right now. Thank you, Iger. Let's talk to Glory. Oh, Glory. Glory favors you with a weak smile, her expression cautious. You're suddenly aware that how very small she is. Hoy, Aiduken. I've got to admit, I've been dreading this. So now that you know what I've done, what I am, are you here to tell me off? I wouldn't blame you if you were. No, Glory. I'm not here to tell you off. Truth be told, I wanted to check to see how you were doing. Yeah. Not great. Struggling, about how you'd expect. We left off in a bad place last time. I've been thinking about your story, and I have questions for you. Hey, what's that? You escaped from Haro, but they're still out there. If you're going to atone for your past, don't think about shutting him down would be a good place to start. Or are you still looking for closure because your story left a lot of loose ends? Or you got out of First Stell, but Haro's cult is still out and running, right? Still full of kids who are being brainwashed and worse. Shouldn't you do something about that? Let's talk about closure. Yeah. The caution evaporates from Glory's face. She considers your word. Yeah, you know, after we've gotten ourselves out of this situation we're in, I might be able to do some right some of the wrongs I committed under Haro. Okay, so what do you suggest? Let's see. Freeing the kids should be first priority. I'd round up some magical support, raid First Stell, and clear Haro's influence from their minds. Killing Haro should be secondary. Yes. Save before destroy. I hate giving Haro a chance to escape, but you're right. Saving the kids is what's important. She pauses, considering her choice, and then smile flits across her lips. This feels like a path to redemption. This feels right. Good, Glory. Glad to hear that you're in agreement. Now let's get back on task. After we deal with more immediate problems, you can go with my blessing. Yeah. Right. Thanks, Aiduken, for everything. You're welcome, Glory. We got a job to prepare. I don't have any more time to talk. Oh, well. I was going to ask you what your thoughts on the last run were, but I guess that's not going to happen. Alright, well, back out. Nice stompy Dante. Let's go talk to Blitz and check on any gear we may need. At the sound of your approach, Blitz steps out his cigarette and gives you a curt nod. Aiduken, I'd offer you smoke, but that was my last one. Let's see. How's that whole Emily situation work for you? Turn up anything new? Yeah, well, sort of. Mostly speculation, truth be told. Well, so what's the deal? Is she working with the Azzies or what? No, I don't think so, but I do have a new lead. After our talk, I went wadding through all of the Aztech Technology Matrix hubs I could find. Nothing too deep, don't worry. I didn't want to set off any alarm bells, but I had a hunch that if I poked around long enough, I'd find something that might lead me to a meal. And sure enough, I did. A message from the genuine article herself. Oh, to be honest, I didn't think you'd find... she messaged you? Sure enough, sent me a note. Want to hear what it said? He presses forward without waiting for a response. I'll tell you. A note said, and I quote, "Lay off, Blitz. I told you, leave me alone. You've shown admirable self-control over the past year. Please don't give up on it now. I'll be back when I can, if I can. Until then, keep away from me for both of our sakes." So I found her, and she wants nothing to do with me. Again. No explanations, no apologies, just a verbal pat on the head. I've been shown admirable self-control. Really? She makes it sound like I'm a toddler or something. So did you lay off, or like the message said? Hell no, I wasn't going to stand for that. Where did she get off, stealing from me and then acting like it was my fault? I tried to trace the message like any good Decker would. Let's see. I know you used the word tried. He nods grimly. She's good, Aiduken. Better than I ever thought she was. I couldn't trace the damn thing. I could keep digging, though. I mean, if she noticed me doing it before, I must have been close. Now, before you can say anything, I was more discreet this time. I can be subtle if I have to. Nobody noticed what I was doing when I did find another clue. I hesitate to ask. It's okay, I'll tell you anyway. I found a connection between Emil and Saderkrupp. So, do you think she's working for SK then? That she stole encrypted data to give to them? Well, maybe. I don't know. It's confusing. I was able to track down some message fragments connected to her to Schockenritter. So maybe she was Saderkrupp Mole, and she got close to me so that she could, I don't know, so she could profit from my decking expertise. Maybe when she told me not to steal that data, she was using reverse psychology. That's gotta be it. She must have wanted me to take it. He frowns and shakes his head. But then again, maybe she's with the Schockenritter, and she's screwing both Aussies and SK over. If that's the case, then maybe she was with me because she genuinely wanted to be. Pause for a moment, considering. Then, all at once, he seems to perk up. His chest puffs out, and he nods once decisively. In either case, I should make an effort to find her. I mean, she's playing a dangerous game, whether she's with SK or Schockenritter. Maybe she's gotten herself in too deep. She might need help. I mean, why else would she send me to such a cryptic message? I think you should head after her. She's clearly over your head. Blitz's message is anything but cryptic. She wants you to stay far away. It's up to you, Blizz, but at the end of the day, you're going to do whatever you want to do anyway. Yeah, he nods excitedly, caught the dismissive tone of your words, and doesn't show it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is up to me. It is up to me to save the woman I love. Blitz claps his hands and rubs them together. Get set, Chief. You're about to witness an event. When my gung-ho personality and my legendary skills come together, the whole world stops and takes notice. I'm sure it does, Blitz, but I can't wait to see how this plays out. Second thought, maybe you shouldn't do this. Emily's note was pretty specific. Nah, can't wait to see how this plays out. You won't have to wait long. I just know how to place the hit. The same as technology data node stole the information from in the first place. I already know where I can get past security. My gut tells me that I'll find Emily there. Thanks for the encouragement, Chief. I knew that this was the right thing to do, of course, but you helped me out to quiet any lingering doubts I might have had. He nods at you, expression supreme confidence in his face. And now, if you excuse me, I've got a damsel in distress to rescue. Nice. Any thoughts on the last run you'd like to share? I never thought I'd set foot in an advanced technology building. Looks different in Meat Space than it does in the Matrix, I'll say that much. Truth be told, Chief, I found the whole experience kind of nerve-wracking. I'm glad we're out of there, and I'm even gladder that the building is a pile of smoldering rubble now. Alright, I'll talk to you later, Blitz. Okay. Oof. That's a lot. Getting real close to the end. Alright, well, let's talk to Algernon about magical supplies for once and not creepy, weird blood magic stuff. If you're selling, I'm buying. Alright. Power Bolt 3. Good. Adept's Combat Vest. +1 unarmed and +1 willpower. Well, we can definitely afford it, so... It looks like, armor 6. That would be really nice. We're gonna... Doop. Huh. +1 armor, +1 willpower is the main thing. Alright. Talk to Algernon again. Sell that. Pick up ourselves a few more spells. There we go. Stun ball, stun bolt. There we go. Flamethrower, fireball. Blindness, weaken armor. Huh. There's a lot of really good stuff here. But yeah, stun balls should be good enough for now. Perfect. Alright. Now we can go talk to the doctor about picking up a few more med kits and the like. Pay the dancer again. Toss 5 new yen. There you go. Oh. What kind of fun do you have? Not outfits, but consumables. There we are. Grenades. Good stuff. I don't think I can get any of these. Or any more than anything better than I already have. Alright, so concussion, damage 16 AoE 2, damage 12 AoE 2. Yeah, pick up one of those for ourselves. Then med kits and the like. No thanks to the drugs though. And all of our final preparations made. Dr. Escabel. I'd like some medical supplies, please. Trauma kits. Med kits. 1 basic. Perfect. I had that. Perfect. Alright. Excellent. We are now set. Alright, well, let's head back and get things prepared to go. Though, here's where I'll say thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it for all of you. And you know I do because, well, I just keep making more of it. If you like this video, please remember to hit the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I hope to see you real soon. Thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.